Hi everyone, it's your boy Mike again. If you have made it this far in Black Myth Wukong, then you already know you're in for a serious fight. Erlang Shen, the Sacred Divinity, is not just some run-of-the-mill boss you can take down with a few swings of your staff. No, Erlang Shen is the kind of boss who makes you question everything you thought you knew about combat in the game. But don't worry, I've got your back with all the tips and strategies you need to take this guy down because, let's be honest, Erlang Shen isn't going to go easy on you. So let's jump into how to beat Erlang Shen, the Sacred Divinity, and make sure you come out on top. If you are excited as we are about today's topic, show some love by liking and subscribing to Retro Pocket for more amazing content. Finding Erlang Shen, the journey to Mount Mei. Before you can even think about fighting Erlang Shen, you've got to find him. He's hidden away on Mount Mei, and trust me, getting there is no walk in the park. To unlock this secret boss, you'll need to complete a few steps. Finish the game, defeat the final boss, and make sure you've wrapped up the secret areas in all chapters except 3 and 6. Once you've done that, head back to the Great Pagoda Keeper's Shrine in Chapter 3, and you'll find a hidden passage that leads straight to Mount Mei. This is where Erlang Shen, the Sacred Divinity, is waiting to test your skills. If you thought finding him was tough, wait until the fight begins. Round 1. Breaking down Erlang Shen's first form. So you've made it to Mount Mei, and there he is, Erlang Shen in all his godly glory. The first thing you'll notice about this boss is that he has 2 bars, the usual health bar and another meter above it that represents his stance. As long as his stance meter is full, Erlang Shen will barely take any damage, which means your first objective is to break that bar down. Luckily, you've got the tools to do just that. The key here is to stagger him. Use the A Pluck of Many spell to summon clones of yourself, which will help chip away at that stance bar. Your clones can land enough hits to knock him off balance, giving you the chance to deliver some serious damage. But don't think it's going to be that easy. Erlang Shen has plenty of tricks up his sleeve. Beware the thunder. Dealing with Erlang Shen's shock attacks. Now let's talk about one of Erlang Shen's most annoying and dangerous abilities, his thunder attacks. These lightning-based moves can inflict shock status on you, which makes you vulnerable to taking extra damage. And trust me, you do not want to be shocked in the middle of this fight. So what's the solution? Stock up on shock-quelling powders before the battle. These handy items will clear the shock status and keep you from getting zapped into oblivion. And if that wasn't enough, Erlang Shen has some nasty projectile attacks. At some point, he'll start shooting swords at you like he's auditioning for a Matrix reboot. You can deflect these swords by holding down your deflect button, but timing is key. One wrong move, and you'll find yourself on the receiving end of a barrage of pointy pain. Dodging and countering, the art of survival. Erlang Shen's attack patterns can be brutal, but there's good news. They're also predictable. The trick to beating him lies in studying his moves, dodging at the right time, and countering effectively. At first, he'll hit you with a combo of fast strikes, but if you can dodge through them, you'll get a window of opportunity to strike back. One of the best strategies here is to use your Immobilize spell. After dodging his combo, hit him with Immobilize to freeze him in place, and then follow up with heavy attacks. This will not only deal solid damage, but also help deplete that pesky stance bar. If you've got the Wandering White Spirit, use it to reduce his stagger gauge even further. It's all about timing and patience in this phase. Don't rush in blindly, or you'll regret it. Phase 2. The Clone Wars begin. Once you've managed to whittle down Erlang Shen's health to about 50%, things start getting a lot more intense. He'll summon a clone, and now you're fighting 2 Erlang Shens at once. The clone is no joke. It'll shoot beams of energy at you, and if you don't dodge them, you're in for a world of hurt. The good news? You don't need to focus on the clone. Your main objective is still to bring down the real Erlang Shen, so keep your eyes on the prize and avoid getting distracted by his flashy duplicate. The trick to surviving this phase is to dodge all the incoming attacks, especially those beams, and then use the plantain fan to trap Erlang Shen in a vortex. This will give you another chance to destroy his stance bar and dish out some serious damage. By the time you've got him down to about 30% health, you'll be in the home stretch. But don't get cocky. He's still got a few tricks left up his sleeve. The final stretch: deflect, dodge, and strike. As you chip away at Erlang Shen's health, he'll get more desperate, launching into longer and more complex attack strings. This is where you need to be extra careful. One wrong move, and he can end you with a devastating combo. But if you've made it this far, you've already got the skills to handle whatever he throws at you. Use your rock-solid spell to deflect his strikes and launch a counterattack. This is especially useful in the final phase, where his attacks become more erratic. Keep dodging, keep deflecting, and most importantly, keep your cool. By now, you should have a good rhythm going. Wait for him to finish his combos, dodge, and then hit him hard while he's recovering. Erlang Shen's second form, the Stone Monkey Showdown. If you've thought you were done after beating Erlang Shen once, think again. After you take down the 4 Heavenly Kings, Erlang Shen comes back for round 2, and this time he's transformed into a mighty lion. But don't worry, you'll be ready for him, because you'll be in your Stone Monkey form. In this second form, Erlang Shen has a whole new set of moves, but the strategy remains the same. Study his attacks, dodge effectively, and hit him when you get the chance. This fight isn't scripted, so you can die, which means you'll need to bring your best gear and make sure you've got soaks, vessels, and medicines at the ready. This is the final showdown, so don't hold back. Use everything in your arsenal to take him down. The spoils of war, what you get for beating Erlang Shen. So, what do you get for all your hard work? Well, after defeating Erlang Shen, you'll be rewarded with some pretty sweet loot. You'll get his tri-point double-edged spear, a mythical weapon that packs a serious punch. You'll also unlock the Azure Dome transformation, which lets you transform into the Stone Monkey. And if that wasn't enough, you'll unlock the Meet the Match trophy, marking your victory over one of the toughest bosses in Black Myth Wukong. There you have it, everything you need to know to take down Erlang Shen, the Sacred Divinity. This fight is no joke, but with the right strategies, spells, and a whole lot of patience, you'll emerge victorious. So get out there, dodge those lightning attacks, deflect those swords, and show Erlang Shen who's boss. And remember, if things get tough, just think of it as practice for the next epic battle in Black Myth Wukong. You've got this. Oh, and if this video helped you smack down Erlang Shen like a pro, hit that like button if you found this helpful. Show your support by liking and subscribing. Let's reach 10,000 subscribers together. Trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next.